getting late awfully quick. So I wanted to talk about kind of Aristotle's golden mean again, because I've been watching a lot of silly stuff on YouTube, which is my own fault. But there's a lot of extreme movements and stuff out there, and so there's a lot of people who are taking the time to point out the folly in such movements and whatnot. And sometimes they'll do a really good job. They'll just kind of break down all the faults in the argument and silliness of the other side and point out why it's not true, and it's really nice. But other times, people, they may do that exact thing, but they'll go to the other extreme. Like, they get so frustrated at the silliness of one extreme group that they'll go all the way over to the other extreme. So if you have like social justice warriors calling everything in the world racist, then these people will go so far the other way that they'll actually become racist. Or if you have a bunch of insane nutcase third world feminists calling everything in the world sexist, then these guys will be so irritated that they'll go all the way to the other extreme of like kind of just hating women. And it's like, you gotta keep your balance, like keep a sense of reality where things really are. It's kind of a bummer when you find like a good argument pointing out the silliness of something, but then the person doing it is so extreme that everyone's gonna poison the well when they see the video or the blog, because they'll be like, well, that guy hates women, or that guy's a racist. Gosh, this wind is out of control. It's weird. It normally treatments, for some reason it's blowing another direction, and must have like a storm coming or something. I apologize if my audio sucks again, because that's what tends to happen when it gets all windy like this. Anyway, I know this has been short, but sometimes short is good. The point is just stay in reality. Don't do this crazy nuts pendulum thing that people tend to do. Like, don't let the insanity of one side drive you all the way over to the other side. I know that might seem like a balance thing and a yin and yang thing, but it's best just to stay balanced. And you may have to go a little bit past the balance to counteract them, but your goal is to get back here. You want to be where reality is. You don't want to go insane, because extremes are bad. Like shoe on head, that little girl, she did an analogy where there's like a horseshoe, and she's like, both sides of the extreme almost do the same things, but for like different reasons. Like extremely nutcase right-wing conservatives will be like super prudish and want women to cover up. Super insane nutcase feminists will want women to cover up because they're all going off on them being objects and making them feel bad about themselves and whatnot. So I don't know, it's craziness. I don't know how true that is, but the point is, regardless of whether that specific analogy is true or not, it isn't good to be way over here or way over here. Because I'd say both extremes focus on stuff that isn't true. Like, we all know racism's wrong and sexism's wrong, because none of us vote what race we're going to be or what gender we're going to be, and it's silly to judge people based on things that they have no control over. It's decisions that they make, the actions that they take. That's what defines a person, because that shows character, that shows who someone really is. This outside stuff is a part of the person, but like, there's a difference between judging someone based off their health, which requires decisions, and just the color of their skin or their gender, which there is no decision or action you can take to change, unless like you go bleach your skin or get a sex change operation or something. But most people people don't do that. So yeah, my thing is just don't be extreme. Don't judge people based off of silly extreme things. Focus on the content of their character, just like Dr. Martin Luther King said, because that's what a person really is. I think I'll put an end to this.